Okay, so this is a problem that uses Le Chatelier's principle, um, which goes like this. So if we have an equilibrium, right? There's a few statements of it, but basically there are certain actions we can take that are going to shift the reaction to the right, meaning that this reaction will happen more than it would otherwise, um, and therefore more of this will be made. And then there are certain things that it'll shift it to the left, so the opposite will happen. More of this will be made, and this will go away. Okay, so let's look at the easiest one first, adding O2. This is very easy because it's a very simple part of Le Chatelier's principle. If you add a reactant, you get more products. Okay, the reaction shifts to the right, is how it's formulated. So this one is going to increase the amount of ozone because it's going to shift to the right. It's going to make more ozone when we add more oxygen. Okay, so let's go to the second easiest one now, increasing the temperature. Now, it's stated in the problem that delta H for this is positive. And what does that mean? Well, a positive delta H value means that this reaction is endothermic. In other words, it's going to take energy. So let's rewrite it as 3O2 gas plus energy becomes 2O3. And notice that energy here is a reactant. So when we increase the temperature, we're increasing the amount of available energy, and therefore we're increasing the amount of a reactant. And as we know from Le Chatelier's principle, increasing the amount of a reactant shifts the reaction to the right and makes more products. So we actually are going to make more products when we increase the temperature, so we're going to make more ozone. So this is also going to increase the amount of ozone. Okay, lastly, increasing the volume is a bit difficult. But this is a part of Le Chatelier's principle that you do need to know for AP Physics or AP Chemistry, even if it doesn't come up that often. Basically, if you increase the volume by Le Chatelier's principle, the reaction will shift to whichever side has more gases on it. So notice, basically think about this as we want to fill the space. We have all this new space and we want to fill it more than we already are. So what we're going to see is that the reaction is going to actually shift to the left because we want this to happen. We want to turn 2 gas molecules into 3 gas molecules to fill the space because that's going to add a gas molecule, obviously. So we're actually going to see more ozone be turned into oxygen. And so actually this is not it's going to actually do the opposite of what we want it to do. It's not going to increase the amount of ozone. And so the answer is that 1 and 3 do increase the amount of ozone, and increasing the volume does not increase the amount of ozone.